away we go. Solve the polynomial inequality, graph the solution, and do the interval notation. Okay. This is a mess. Let's bring everything over to the same side. I don't like the x squared being negative, so I'm going to take everything over to the left. Positive 2x squared. The 3x was already there, and then I'll bring the 9 over. And I'm going to solve this as if it's an equal to sign and find these critical points on my graph. It most likely is factorable, but I'm going to do the quadratic formula. Negative b plus minus your b squared minus 4 times the a times the c over 2a. Let's see, there at the end we have 4 times 2 times 9, negative 72. Actually, there's a minus and a minus, so that'll end up being plus 72 with the 9. It'll be 81, which will be negative 3 plus minus the 9 over 4. Negative 3 plus 9 is positive 6 over 4, which will be 3 over 2. And negative 3 minus 9 will be negative 3. So we have a number line, negative 3 and positive 3 over 2. The inequality is equals, so these will be closed circles. So D is not an answer, and B is not an answer because they use parentheses. We need brackets. Now, do we shade in between or do we shade away? I'm going to check 0. So 3 times 0 is 0, less than or equal to 9 take away 2 times 0 squared. Well, 2 times 0 squared will be 0, so this will be 9 take away 0, so we have that. 0 less than or equal to 9? That's a big old yes. We will shade where the 0 is. We're going to be shading C right here. Your interval notation will be a bracket, negative 3 comma, 3 over 2 with another bracket. And that is D. #22, solve the polynomial inequality. Oh, and how sweet that they went ahead and factored it for us. So we have x is going to be equal to 7. X is going to be equal to negative 8. We have no equal to signs, so we have open circles. Negative 8, 7. Now, do we shade in between or do we shade away from each other? Let's check 0. So 0, take away 7, it'll be negative 7. 0 plus 8 is 8. Is that greater than 0? Well, this will be a negative 56 greater than 0? No. So we will avoid 0. So we will shade to the sides. That appears to be, well, it's not this one because those are brackets, closed circles. It's going to be D here. The solution set, interval notation. The solution set will be negative infinity to negative 8. We will union that with 7 to infinity. And that would go right there. #23, solve the inequality and graph the solutions. All right, unlike the last one, here I have some things that I'm quite concerned about. X plus 6 on the bottom gives me x is equal to negative 6. I'm worried about this. This one is bad. It's a domain problem. And the same thing with the x minus 5. X is equal to 5. This is a bad thing. So on our graph, 5 and negative 6 have to be open. Open circles because they are domain problems. Now, as far as the other critical points, I'll figure those out by just solving the thing as if it was just an equation. I'm going to cross multiply. 2 times is equal to 2 times. So 2x minus 10, 2x plus 12. The x's will cancel. So we have an equation here that's not going to create anything new for us. So we have a graph with open circles here. We just now have to figure out where we're going to shade. It's going to follow a predictable pattern. So I am going to check 0. So 2 over 0 plus 6 greater than 2 over 0 take away 5. So is 2 over 6 greater than? Is 2 over 6 greater than negative 2/5? You betcha. So I will shade where 0 is, and I will avoid the others. So I am shading D right here. And my interval notation is parentheses negative 6 to 5.